Kylie here with Courageous Beauty, a girls group for conversations about self-worth and healthy relationships. This is where I answer questions that we've gotten from our girls group or maybe from some of the schools and other locations that we've gone and visited. So I'm answering two questions today, a personal one and a relationship question. The personal question today is, what do you want to be when you grow up? Love it! So I kind of find this funny because I don't really consider myself grown up yet. I still feel very young, but technically and legally I am grown up, an adult. But I know I haven't achieved what I would like to in my life. So what do I want to be when I grow up? I want to be a mom. I actually want to be a mom of 8 children, though my fiance has told me 5 is more than enough. So I'm kind of happy with that. But I want to be a good mother, and I want to be really involved in my community. I want to see families have good support because family is the core of healthy relationship development as a child. And I believe family is very important. So I just want to be an agent to help families to be strong in our community and to be a mother myself. That's what I want to be when I grow up. And our relationship question today. What age difference in a relationship is healthy? And there's a couple ways to answer this question, so bear with me. I'm going to attack this first with personal experience. I will tell you that it is different for every person. It depends on maturity level. It depends on your stage in life. Like when you're a lot younger, big age gaps are a big deal. But when you get older, both of you are getting older, they don't matter as much anymore. In fact, I've met couples, an older couple where I used to work. The wife was 12 years older than her husband. It was I hadn't seen that before. And they had been happily married for over 50 years. Beautiful story. And in the same token, I know another couple where I think the husband was 10 years older than his wife, and that was not a very happy relationship. But I've seen it kind of all over the scale. And the simple answer to this question, I think this is the simple answer to most questions. It depends. It's going to depend on what type of person you are. If you are mature for your age, if you're young for your age, what you want in a relationship, and where the other person is. So their maturity and what they want in a relationship. So it's going to depend on what you're looking for. And there are some legalities to think about, especially because I know where I got this question was at the high school. And I think it's safe to say that pretty much everybody there is a minor. And that has some, I don't know if you want to say influence, it has an impact on any kinds of relationship that you have. Like, you can have a relationship with somebody, be dating them, getting to know them, but once you introduce sex into a relationship, there's some considerations you might want to think about. I know that in New York State, 17 is the age of consent. So if you have sex with anyone who is under the age of 17, that could be called statutory rape. And I know in some states there are exemptions to that law, and it's called the Romeo and Juliet exemption, I think, where if there's a 4-year difference between them, like one of them is over the age of 18 or over the age of 17, and the other one is under the age of 17, as long as they're 4 years apart. Like maybe you have a 15-year-old and then you have a 19-year-old and they have a sexual relationship. As long as that 4-year gap is there, it's likely you can't be charged for statutory rape. But if the older person had been 20, then there might be issues and they could be prosecuted. But I looked it up, and the site that I found said that there was no such law in New York State, that there is no exemption. But you can look into that some more. I will include the link in the description below so you can check out more information about that. But you just need to keep that in mind. As a minor, that does have impact on that kind of relationship. But as you both get older, as you both get over 18, that part starts to matter a little bit less. So the only other thing that I would say as it comes to big gaps, like for me personally, I would never have considered dating somebody who was, I think the limit I set for myself was 8 years older than me. I dated somebody who was 5 years older than me, and my fiance is 4.5 years older than me, or about 4 years older, somewhere around there. And I feel very comfortable with that. Of course, I'm a lot older than I was, and I wouldn't have considered dating them when I was like 16. And they would have been, whatever age they would have been, I would have waited. But I think every person is different, and you need to know what you're looking for. And more than age, the kind of person that they are is really what matters. Do they have good character? Are they someone I can trust? Do they show behaviors that speak that they matter to, or I matter to them, that I'm valuable to them, that they'd be willing to be put in discomfort in order to make sure I'm okay, those kinds of things. Are they respectful? Do they treat the people around them with respect and things like that? That's what I would be looking for when it comes to a relationship. And as a young person, just be aware of some of the laws that are around sexual activity with relationships a lot older than you. So that's my answer, and I'll, again, include a lot of our information about who we are and what we do in the description below. If you like the video, subscribe, like it, comment, share, and then find out more about us below. So till next time when I answer some more questions, see ya.